What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be working on the Corvette. That's right, we're going to be doing an oil change, and then we're going to be putting up some spacers for the wheels. So that's going to be another video though, but today we're going to do the oil change. So what you're going to need is I just what I have here. Something to keep the back tires from moving, always safety first, and make sure to always just be safe. Know what you're doing, but that's what I'm here for. So I'm gonna teach you how to do it. So got your oil. Always want to make sure you got the right one. This is 5W30. So we have our 5W30 right here and our filter. For 95s it is 5 quarts of oil, but well, technically it's 4.5, so I won't even put the full thing. But since I am putting a new filter, I will have to pre-fill that one, so it's gonna be like half a quart. So it's basically almost gonna be 5 quarts. So yeah, make sure you use the right jacking location as stated by the manufacturer of the car you own. Or, oil changes are pretty much the same for almost every car. So just make sure you do a little bit of research, but I'm gonna show you how to do it on a 95 Corvette. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, guys, as you can see, the car is being jacked up. It says jacking location. I mean, this pinch weld right here, this is what you'll be jacking up. I should have used a rubber block or a wooden block. Metal on metal's not good, but I didn't have it on hand, but I'll do some for the other side. I just remember that. So now you also want to be putting your jack stands on another pinch weld. Remember, these things are pretty sturdy, but you want to make them last long. So you can see here multiple dents and stuff from other jacks and stuff like that. So yeah, we have the car jacked up. You can see the header, so these are nice headers. Okay, anyway, so yeah, we're gonna put the car down on the jack on this side now, and then on the other side, and then we're gonna be moving on to the actual oil change. But gotta remember to first drain it, so we'll get to that in a few minutes. But I'm gonna jack up the other side, and then we're gonna get rolling. All right, guys, so the car is now up in the air. We have both jack stands placed right there, perfectly on the pinch welds, and there is our oil pan. So now what we're going to be working on is draining out the old oil, and for that we have this right here. So this holds 10 quarts, so that's good because the engine has 5 quarts. You don't want this to overflow because it's a big mess, and it's bad for the fish and stuff, the environment. So now what we are going to be doing is taking off the oil cap right here. Make sure that whenever you're doing an oil change, that the engine isn't completely cold. Make sure that it's a bit hot. So, well, not a bit hot, but see right there, it smells amazing. So make sure to run the engine for like a minute or something. Make sure that the oil is not completely cold, because viscosity is going to be really, really high, and you really want to drain all the old oil. So while we wait now, we don't have anything to wait for, so we're gonna get our tools ready. So what we might need is a ratchet, and that's literally all you need for the oil change. I really hope that the old oil filter is hand tightened, and I won't have to drive a screwdriver through it, but if that's the case, then it's whatever. I really hope it's like K&N, because K&Ns have this thing. This thing is, get it easier. So this is gonna be our oil filter. Gonna make sure to pre-fill it before we put it in the engine. But yeah, so it's all down there. We're gonna get working on this, take out the old oil, and give it about 15 to 20 minutes for it to all drain out. Alright, guys, so we have drained the oil, and now we wait for everything to all drain out. So now we got a little rag, and we're gonna clean around the filter area. Let's just focus, there we go. So there's a lot of dirt around here, so just make sure that we get everything good, nice and cleaned. Then as well over here, where the opening is, if you can see. There we go. So, clean there as well. This all looks good. It looks good. It's good looks. Okay, so it's still dripping, so I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, and then with the new filter, and put the plug back in and just work in reverse, and then we're gonna put in the oil and start her up. While we wait for the oil to drain, we are going to clean the engine bay with degreaser. Make sure that everything is nice and shiny and dust free, and just, you know, clean engine bay, because who wouldn't want that, you know? Gotta keep the car running healthy. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that just now, and here's the before. All right, guys, so now we're gonna hand tighten the new filter. Make sure it's hand tightened. You do not want to over tighten these guys because they're already pretty big thread, so it's already. All right, so 1 and 2, and just make sure. There we go. So that's good, hand tightened. And now, to clean up this area real good, we're gonna also clean our old plug right here. Our old plug. There we go. Okay. And yeah, it's a magnetic one. Clean, all cleaned up. So now, put it in here, and we're gonna screw it back into place. Tightening it up. Okay, so for our drain plug, we want to make sure that it's tightened up, but not too tight, because we do not want to mess up the threads on it, because you'll have to need a whole new oil pan if you do that, and you don't want that. So make sure it's nice and tight. Remember, not too tight. So this thing is not going anywhere. And make sure as well, not too tight. Do not use a tool to put it on. You might need one to take it off. But for this guy, just make sure that it's nice and hand tightened. There we go. So that's good, and this is also good. Make sure also, I didn't show it on camera, but make sure to replace the plastic seal that goes on here. And yeah, so we're done on the other side of the car now, and we're gonna show the new oil being put in and the car starting up. So we are almost done with that. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the old oil and we're gonna put it in this container. You can bring it to your local parts store and they'll get rid of it, so you don't have to worry. But yeah, we're gonna lower the car in a bit and start her up. All right, now we got our brand new oil, super shiny engine bay as well after the cleaning. So didn't do it before and after I was gonna do, but engine bay looks a lot better than it did before. So now it's gonna put in our oil. Just make sure that you don't make a full complete seal, because you have to let it breathe out the air that's in there. So yeah, gonna have to hold it for a bit. On the side like this maybe. And start putting in the oil. Yeah, so do it on there. So now that the oil is in here, we can finally take off the funnel and install the oil cap back in place. And just like that, that's how you change the oil on a 1995 Corvette. So now we're gonna start her up and see how she sounds. Hey guys, so the engine is running all good. And if we check underneath, I already checked, but there are no leaks at all. So, healthy running engine, everything's good. Brand new oil, so all good. This is the end of the video, guys. So just let me know what you guys want to see for the next one, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So I'll see you guys later on the next one. Bye bye.